So do fish sense their brother being cooked? What do you think?
Say that again?
Do fish sense that their brother is being cooked?
Oh, I hope they probably smell them.
Tasty fish. Wait, don't fish eat fish?
I guess, yeah.
Tasty fish. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about nutrition and about the myths and what I think is true. Alright, we usually get our meat and veggies at Whole Foods, and we'll give you a quick rundown of what we get. Alright, then we come to Kroger to get some more stuff. And we're going to get yogurt, granola bars, no wait, granola, I don't know, that'll be it. Okay, so we usually get bare naked cinnamon, but they don't have any. So, I have to find a new flavor. And usually, when I look at the label, I look at fats, carbohydrates, and protein. And then I kind of just add up the math from that. I don't look at the calories or anything else, just total fat, carbohydrates, and protein. Okay, so we got some ground beef because it was on sale. We got about 2.5 pounds for dinner. Some fish because it tasted good for dinner. Maybe with some avocado. Usually we get the chicken. And the chicken we do chicken salad. And we also do our lunch, which is usually chicken. And then we usually get sausage, but they had a sale for, what is it, pork sausage with strawberries, because it's strawberry week or something. So we got some strawberry for breakfast. And let's see over here, we have our greens, we have our healthy carbs, apples. So we usually take about half an apple for lunch, half for me, or cut one apple, slice it in half, half for me, half for Janet. And we have an onion,
What do you do with peanut butter?
tomatoes for the eggs. We also got some onion for breakfast. This one's a little sweeter, that one's for dinner. And let's see. We also got some strawberries that were on sale. Yogurt, Greek yogurt, light and fit. So it's about 80 calories. 0 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein, and few carbs, 9. And then we usually get Horizon milk because it tastes good, it lasts a long time, 2%. And we usually grab Dave's Killer Bread, it tastes good. Oh, we get this thin slice because then they have the bigger slice, but it's a lot of carbs per slice. I think it's about 30 if I remember correctly. Alright, let's see what else. So this is usually the granola we get, the original cinnamon. And we grab bare naked peanut butter. And just to calm down on the cravings, we have Paki, and this is a new flavor for us. And that was pretty much it. The only other thing we had was spread. It tasted really good. We tried it with some cheese. Alright, this is the nutrition meal I usually follow. So I have a friend who's a nutritionist, and he helped me set this up because before this apparently I was under eating. So this is for breakfast. This is my snack. This is lunch. This is on the days that I go work out. And this is dinner. Couldn't think of the word. And it also says pretty much need greens every time. Doesn't regulate on carbs. Fats, I mean at the end of the day, fat's a fat. And same thing for protein. Alright, this is Janet's. Again, breakfast, snack, lunch. When she did yoga, she would get an extra meal, and then dinner. So, but this has been modified since now.
Because I'm pregnant.
Because she's pregnant. But the value meals are also based on our age, height, how often we work out, and what was the last one? Age,
weight,
height,
your
weight,
goals,
your goals, and how often you work out.
Week update.
Week update. So Janet has just reached 6 months. We're at 30 weeks.
Yeah, you can say 30.
And this is her belly now. Here's the comparison.
He's gained a little bit of weight.
Cravings. I think the other day I went to Ben & Jerry's. It was 8:30 at night by myself. And I just had to have some ice cream. Why not? Chocolate, fudge, warm fudge. It was a whole Sunday. Alright, so about a month ago, or 2 months ago, Janet was struggling with the weight. So I guess the way it works is when you go with a doctor and they tell you your wife is pregnant, women are weighed and then there's a chart that kind of tells them how much weight they're supposed to gain from beginning to end and how much more or less they're going to gain per month. They also measure their bellies and just to check to make sure that they're not gaining too much weight too soon or that something may be wrong. Anyway, 2 months ago, Janet had gained too much weight, and the problem was we were giving in to all our cravings. So we have always been pretty consistent about meal prepping and just watching what we eat. But it's easy to step away because you have an excuse, which isn't right, but you have an excuse. Anyway, we got back on track. She lost the weight, and now she maintained weight for about a month, and she's actually on the right weight that she's supposed to be. At 30 weeks, actually, the baby is a little bit bigger than he should be. He's actually 2 weeks or 1 week bigger than he should be. But not that that's wrong. That's just saying he's getting everything he needs, which is good. Anyway. Anyway, one of the myths that we have heard, supposedly, is that you're eating for two, which isn't really true. If you eat for two, they're gonna gain too much weight. And you know that awkward position where girls always tell you, does this look nice? If you want to avoid it, help her maintain weight. Otherwise, if you guys don't care, go for it. Sorry, I was trying to taste it. Besides that, one other thing is that I know a lot of people do certain diets or get into the craze because all of a sudden they're gaining too much weight and they're scared and they don't know what they're going to do afterward. Janet and I don't really believe in like fad diets, like FAD, fad. We usually try to eat like things we like, and we try to be pretty consistent about, you know, eating protein, carbs, and adding fat to our meals. Mainly because we want something that's sustainable and something we can actually do versus something that we're going to do for 5 months and then fail and gain 20, 30 pounds. So we have a little scale. Put the tray in there. And I usually eat about, for lunch, about 75 grams of chicken. Anyway, as I was saying, we try to be pretty consistent with our meals, and just we try to make sure that we eat something we like, and that we eat, like, I guess we don't really have a diet plan, or we don't really follow a certain, like, we're not going to eat this food this week, or we're not going to eat this food that month. We kind of just stick to what we know and eat everything. And so far that has helped us. I mean, I'm going at 33 years old, And I've been actually struggling with putting on weight. So I've been trying to gain weight for about a year, and I have slowly gotten up. I think right now I'm at a comfortable weight. Anyway. Oh. Forgot.
I live my life to the limit.
Like I was saying, it's just we try to be sustainable with what we're eating. By sustainable, I mean we try to be conscious about eating all the foods that we like and that we know we're gonna eat for a long time, not just for a few months, just because it's healthier. Because we know we read in a magazine that this is the latest thing to do because it has vitamins and it makes you lose weight. We usually end up eating chicken for lunch, beef for dinner, and chicken for our snack. So I think in total we have about four meals throughout the day. Sometimes I have 4, but I guess you can count my protein shake as 5. So one of the ways that I maintain weight is I usually go to the gym about 4 to 5 days out of the week. During the week I try to stay about fairly strict with my diet or nutrition meals, but I always end up cheating and having some cheat meal in the middle of the week. I'm just carb hungry and I'll be eating all the carbs I want, which is pretty much like ice cream and cookies, all the bad things. I shouldn't say bad things, all the good things. I guess the other thing we also do is we usually try to buy our meats from Whole Foods. And I mean, I guess if you have the opportunity and you can't afford it, at the end of the day, the food is the things that go into our bodies, and we try to watch what goes in. And I know there's this whole GMO, non-GMO debate, which I think GMO is a good thing for certain things, but I definitely agree that we should try to watch what we put inside our bodies, especially with so many things having sugar. I mean, if it's available and it's an option for you, you should try it. Definitely do it. So I guess we budget on other things like clothes. I don't really buy clothes. I don't really care for clothes. I don't care for shopping. Usually if we find a deal, like Janet will get something for herself. But one of the things that we usually end up splurging on is food. And I mean, this is something you do every day and something that you enjoy. So why not? I mean, if you can't. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm filling these up to about 75 grams, which is about, I think, more or less 6 ounces. And these are going to be for Janet. These are about 70 ounces for her. I have some mayonnaise. I don't know how much I really add, I just kind of add it. So, next time you want to try some chicken in under 5 minutes, and it's about 4 chicken breasts, mixer. This thing has saved my life. And there he goes again. Look, he might turn around and get high. There he goes again. Never mind. Oh, we also had some fish, but this is for school. I'm not a fan of fish. I didn't want the fish, but I ended up getting them a whole entire house. And guess what I'm having for lunch?
Fish.